An important feature that functions can have is symmetry. And there's lots of different types of symmetry that a function can have, but we're going to look at two specific kinds. And these are even functions and odd functions. So first of all, some definitions. We'll start with even. A function f we say is even if, now this is the algebraic interpretation or definition, f of negative x is equal to f of x for all x in its domain. Okay. Now, if you think about what this means, as far as transformations, function transformations, this is a reflection in the y-axis. And this says that a reflection in the y-axis doesn't change the function. That means that the function, okay, the even functions, are symmetric in the y-axis. That is drawn right here on the graph on the right. Okay, this is an example of an even function because we see that this y-axis acts as a line of symmetry. A function f is odd if f of negative x is equal to negative f of x. So this is kind of combining both reflections, those transformations. If we say if we reflect in the y-axis, then that's the same thing if we were to reflect in the x-axis. Okay, so both those transformations will end up in the same thing. And that's for all x in the domain. Odd functions are symmetric in the origin. Now this is a little bit harder usually for people to visualize at first because symmetric in just a point means that all of our points are going to kind of jump across that. So I'm just going to sketch a real quick line here. For example, if I take this point right here, okay, and jump across the origin, I end up at another point, okay? And that is true for every point on our curve. You jump across the origin, and we end up at another point on the graph, okay? And this is where this distance right here is going to be the same on either side of the origin, okay? So that's what symmetry in the origin is, and you can see that we would get the same thing, same graph if we were to take this whole graph, reflected in the y-axis, and then reflected in the x-axis as well. That we end up with the same curve. So that is symmetry in the origin. That's what we call an odd function.